Hi you guys, this is Nicole from My Carolina Garden. I garden in coastal North Carolina at the bottom of the state in zone 8B. Right behind me is the entrance to my secret garden. Now my secret garden was the best project that I did this year. But the problem right now is my secret garden is too secret. Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? I was saying that I was marveling at the amount of growth that I've had. Okay. I was marveling at the amount of growth that I've had in just a few short months. But the problem now is you almost can't see my pathway that goes through the middle of the garden. So something needs to be done about that. I can hide so well in my secret garden, and that really wasn't the intention. I wanted the beauty that I was creating in here to be hidden until you knew it was here. But now we're looking a little overgrown, and with rain in my forecast next week, the problem is only going to get more severe. So it's time to cut back some stuff, stake up some stuff, and make everything look more awesome. It starts all the way back here from my banana trees. These still need to be trimmed back from some storm damage and get rid of some of the yellowing fronds. Then I definitely have to do something about these elephant ears, which are gorgeous and luscious, but clearly in the way of the pathway. Gosh, this leaf in particular, God, it's so beautiful. I'm not even sure if I should cut it or trim it or stake it. This rose of Sharon right here is the next culprit. Now this baby looks so scraggly and it just kind of went whoosh, and I want to stand it up a little bit more. So as I said, clipping, staking, changing, beautifying. Here we go. My rose of Sharon, I know for sure I do not want to clip back at all. This was something I wanted in my yard, and I want it to get tall and beautiful. So I think instead the rose of Sharon just needs to get neatened up by holding up some of its branches, and we're going to see what we could do about that. I got some bamboo stakes, if I can get them at an angle that I would love them to be at, and in fact fatter side going down into the ground for more stability here. I am going to tie some of these up. And as for the elephant ears, a leaf like this that is just an image of perfection, I don't want to mess with that at all. But I do have some leaves that are yellowed or cut from the storm that I had, and I think those have to go. I see even more pups from my elephant ears showing up down below. So I'm not going to be in short supply of those at all. So the next thing I have to do is take care of some gross pest maintenance, and that is my fire ants. I'm actually wearing bracelets over here to kind of cover up the disgustingness that is still on my arm from the fire ant bites at least a week ago. I don't even know how long it's been, but fire ant bites take forever to go away. And here, right here, on my beautiful canna lilies, if you can see these guys, there's a huge dirt mound, which screams fire ant home. So we are about to poison that little fire ant mound and then go on our merry way to do a different job as those ants vacate the area. But what's happening here too is, as I try to get gloves on my sweaty hands, is the dirt mound is up here, but it's so big at this point that all this extra dirt is dropping down onto my pathway. So I need to get rid of those guys. I'm gonna see if I can get you a little closer in. So while the fire ant poison is doing its job, we're gonna take care of something else over here. This is my oleander tree that is having all of this new growth coming out of the trunk. Now, I don't want that for a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is because I don't want these little sucky things, I can't remember what you call them, to take the nutrients out of the rest of the tree. But secondly, I want to keep the shape of my oleander tree as a tree. So all of this growth has to be clipped off. Now, something to take note is that oleander is actually toxic, and so it could cause skin irritation for you. You certainly aren't going to eat off of your hands after you've touched the oleander. So I'm going to do some clipping back of these pieces that I don't want. And I also have some seed pods on the oleander that also need to be clipped off as well. And I'm just going to discard those things. Now, oleander seed pods, when they start drying out, they do have all seeds inside of here. So if you did want to gather up the seeds to grow more oleander, that is something that you could do. Also, the little sucky things that I took off of the trunk of the oleander, those are the things that I simply rooted in soil to get another propagation. That did work for me, so I am not going to hold on to these seed pods, at least not now. The next thing I have to do is trim back my banana trees. Some of the leaves look brand new, luscious, and green, and then some of these other ones look scraggly and shredded up and yellow. So they are both over the boardwalk as well as just need to be trimmed for the overall health of my banana tree. I overall do not have a lot of things to deadhead in this garden, but my blanket flowers, my dreaded deadheading of my blanket flowers, that has to happen, as well as some other major trimming back, which I'm going to show you. I will not use weed killer back here because I don't want to risk hurting any of my plants or my Leland cypress trees, which are right on the other side of the fence line. Did I mention that it's hot just like it was back a couple of weeks ago? But I'm getting it done. My camera kept shutting off because it is so dang hot out here, so I decided it was time to change my outfit anyway. So I also need to cut back my canna lilies that have some of the browning leaves on them, or ones that were eaten and munched on by like the caterpillar wormy things that I had going on. So any kind of leaf damage on the canna lilies, they gotta go too. I also have some pots that I need to take care of, like this guy sitting here. The creeping Jenny just 100% dried out. So obviously that's all coming out. Good thing I grow a lot more of it in the ground just to put into arrangements. Although I'm not sure if creeping Jenny's the answer or if I will find something else that I'm growing to refill this pot with. Someone actually just gave me some agave pups from their garden. They look a little scraggly, but I'm thinking maybe one of these should go into that other concrete planter because they are drought tolerant. And since it's been so hot for that creeping Jenny, I'm thinking this might be the ticket. So two things about agave. This is going to be perennial for me. I'm going to be able to leave it outside. It is hardy in zones 8 through 10. And again, I'm in zone 8B. The second thing is you definitely want to wear gloves when you're handling agave because it has very spiky edges and ridges from the tip in the center to all of the leaves. And of course, something I've been dreading, but another thing I have to do is clean this bird bath. Oh boy, I got so much nitty-gritty, like gross, icky maintenance work done today on one of the hottest days that I've had in a really long time. So I'm proud of that. But now the next thing I want to do is really beautify the space, like set up little vignette areas. So with like pretty displays and flower pots near each other and everything. But alas, that will have to be saved for another day because it is time to shower and get out of this outfit also. So I will look forward to creating a more beautiful space filled with the details that I love to add to make a garden just really shine and make it unique and have all these little tiny details come together. So that will be my next video. That is going to be my goal. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy planting.